Just this year, administrators have started allowing students to use phones and other wireless devices in class and around school. This policy was designated to take advantage of the new technology.
The reason is to make sure that we have all the resources necessary for students in technology, anything that they can research on their device, they have it at their fingertips and they can use it whenever possible. We want to make sure that every amount of educational resource is applicable to the students.
There has been some confusion about what the phone policy actually is.
What can you use your phone for at lunchtime?
Games, music, texting, calling, FaceTime.
What do you think you can use it for at lunch?
To do whatever we want on it, like to listen to music and stuff.
You can text, listen to music, or talk on the phone.
What do you think you're allowed to use your phone for during lunch?
I guess just listen to music and stuff and just, yeah.
What do you think the phone policy is here at FHS?
I think we can use it at lunchtime.
I just use my phone all the time, so it doesn't apply to me.
To clarify the policy, students are allowed to use phones before and after school, but during lunch only for listening to music and texting. Devices are also allowed in class with teacher approval. Devices are not to be used during passing periods. To maintain this privilege, we must always use devices appropriately. For RACC-TV, I'm Stephen Koch.
Frisco High School now has some of the most popular new books for young readers available in the FHS library. For example, Trapped by Michael Northrup is about 7 kids who are trapped in their high school during a horrible blizzard that buries the school in 10 feet of snow. The book is part of the TASHOS list, a list released annually by the state of Texas that contains their recommended reading for young readers.
This is about a young lady. She is held captive in Australia, in the Australian outback. She's 16. It's about a young man who's 21. When she first gets there, she's really struggling, trying to figure out, how to get herself out of this situation. I wanted to keep reading to find out, was she going to die out there? What was going to happen? Was she going to get out of this situation and get back to her family? This book here was another one of my favorites. Actually, this is called Leverage by Josh Cohen. This is about a steroid-induced prank that's actually done by some high school students. And what it does is it kind of pits 2 athletes against each other. One is a male football player and the other one is a female gymnast. And it's just really a fantastic read, especially if you're a sports lover. This one here is called Janis Joplin, Rise Up Singing. This book basically takes us through her high school years. She was actually born and raised in Port Arthur, Texas, and it takes us through the decade of the 1960s, through her career, in which she builds herself as one of the probably most famous female white blues singer of that time. And if you've read anything about Janis Joplin, you'll know that she actually did die of a drug overdose, and so this book here really takes you through her life and kind of her struggles. This book is called Illegal. This actually was written by a lady who lives right here in Frisco. This is not her first book. This is her first young adult book. This is a story about a young girl and her mother who safely make it across the Mexican border into Texas, and they go to Houston looking for their father who has come ahead of them. This one here has the card in it that designates the TASHOS list, and it gives a short summary of the book, which all of these books will have. So this will be a great thing for students to look at. You might just find something that you might be interested in reading yourself.
The winter break is coming up soon, so consider reading one of these books or any of the others from the TASHOS list in your spare time. Have a Merry Christmas or Happy Hanukkah or whatever you celebrate. And from RACC-TV, I'm Tyler James.
Shh. This is library.
The Frisco High School Theater Department, in conjunction with the band, choir, and orchestra departments, will be presenting The Wizard of Oz on stage next Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 7 p.m. in the FHS Auditorium. The Wizard of Oz is a timeless classic that we all grew up with. The cast and crew have worked for several weeks rehearsing and building sets to make this a special experience.
The songs are the same. The characters are the same, the lines are mostly the same, but what's different is really having this live experience and being able to interact. We do a lot of stuff where we have actors in the audience coming onto the stage. The audience becomes more of a part of the production as opposed to sitting in the theater and watching a movie or sitting at home and watching it on television. So it makes the whole experience kind of unifying and exciting and electrifying, I think.
The cast members are excited to be playing the classic characters.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high.
It's been very cool to do a lot of character analysis on my own time of Dorothy, and I think a lot of people don't know this because to me Julia Garland always seemed like she was a teenager, but she's supposed to be 10. So I'm trying to stay true to like a 10-year-old girl, and it's been really fun.
I like playing the Tin Man. It's a great experience for me. It's one of my favorite roles of all time. I actually really do enjoy the movie and the show, but I think the way we're doing it, because it's not like the movie, it's because we're doing a different style like altogether, so I think people are going to be surprised, and I'm really happy for it. It's going to be good.
I think you'll enjoy it because it's more of a different spin that we're doing on The Wizard of Oz. It's not like the movie. We're putting, it's like there's similarities to the movie, like we're not changing any like important elements, but it's like a different spin. It's different and it's kind of unusual, not unusual, but like we changed the style of it.
All of the elements of good versus evil are present in The Wizard of Oz, including the character that frightened many of us as children.
But just try to stay out of my way. Just try. I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog, too.
It's going to be a different experience because you get to see people that you see every day in your classes, you know, dressed up in these characters, and it'll be really cool because you'll get to see them in a different way. It's a huge cast. It's just really fun and lively. It's going to be an awesome show.
Follow the yellow brick road to the FHS Auditorium next Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to see The Wizard of Oz at 7 p.m. Tickets are $5 for students and $10 for adults. As always, FHS staffs are admitted free. For RACC-TV, I'm Vina Trong.
When you ask someone something, you expect to be told the complete truth, right? But as we all know, there are dishonest people in this world. From guy to girl and girl to guy, there are many common tales told between the two.
I think it's that they're busy. They're like never really busy. They just don't have things to do. They just don't want to hang out with you.
I love you.
That he wasn't cheating on me.
He was.
I didn't mean to say it like that.
You know when a girl look in your phone, she like, who is this? You gotta hit her with that. Oh, it's just my cousin.
A girl asks you who you was with, or if you talk to her and you just hit that, oh no, that's Dylan girl right there.
Your hair looks beautiful today.
If you think your backside looks big in those pants, or your hair looks more ratchet than normal, you're probably right. Hey Jensen, your hair looks good today.
Thanks, I did brush it this morning.
For RACC-TV, this is Emily Villatoro
and Jensen Barnes.
Good morning, fellow raccoons. Welcome to the Weekend Weather Watch. You might as well keep your coats on because today is going to be sunny and cold with a high of cold and a low of cold. Saturday will also be sunny with a high of cold and a low of cold. With Sunday, things change. It will be partly cloudy and cold. Keep warm this weekend because it's going to be cold. For RACC-TV, I'm Imani Turnipseed and I'm cold.